All right. I'm in a position which I think is best described by the single word pain. I am 1 hour and 40 minutes into playing a childhood Flash game. So basically, we had an event with just a get together with physicists in our college tonight, and amongst other things, basically there were technical difficulties at the beginning, and we were debating whether or not the computer we were using would have access to something like Flash, and so we were like, or would have access to Flash. Obviously, no, but we were interested in stuff like, okay, wait a second, can this? Because it was having the basically we had access to like a large like smart TV like computer. I don't know, big interactive whiteboard type thing. I'm sure you know the sort of thing I'm talking about, and we were basically, yeah, just all sitting around chatting. We're like, it's failing to run these 7 pages. Do you think it'll run anything from cool maths games? Because come on, everybody in the room knew exactly what cool math games was. Wait a second, have I missed something? Do I need to hit that? Have I not hit this already? I think I have. Oh no. And so yeah, we were discussing. Yeah, we were basically discussing these. It's like the only thing I haven't tried. The issue is some of these buttons help and some of them don't. And the ones which don't are really annoying. Wrong. But yeah, and so we ended up called math games, and some of my friends was like, oh, I wonder what the speed run is for this game. I wonder how long it was. And they looked it up. They found it was 10 minutes. They were like, 10 minutes doesn't have all that many levels. Okay, so it's definitely not this then. But yeah, it's like it doesn't have all that many levels. It can't be. And like you just memorize the inputs, right? So it's got to be fairly feasible to do a pretty good. And there are 33 levels. Surely you can do 33 levels in that length of time. Okay, definitely not this. We definitely under any circumstances don't hit the very bottom one there. I was fairly certain that was what it was, but I just wanted to check. Okay, so we've got two options. I think hitting the first one gets rid of. I don't know if you can see what my pointer is, but it gets rid of the button, the accessible button second from the bottom. Don't want to do that. This first. Gonna go with hitting this next, I think. So does this thing let us get to the next one? There's one thing we really want to get, which is this single tile down here to be unfolded. I don't even think I've seen it unfolded yet. But have I not done almost everything already? Oh wait, did I just do this and this just made that one at the other end inaccessible? I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, and so my friends were like, oh yeah, let's give this a go. And I have an issue with overcommitting to stupid challenges, as I'm sure any long-time viewer to this channel will well aware. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let's give this a go. Let's see what we can do. See, because like the game in theory could be pretty fast. So with 33 levels, a 10-minute time. That's all right, I think. Don't think that's bad. Yeah, with 33 levels, a 10-minute time doesn't actually seem all that optimized. But you've got a fair amount of time per level, so like, yeah, let's give it a go, see what it's like. But I wanted, before started trying to learn the actual route or anything, I wanted to do it myself. And in setting myself that challenge, I embarked upon the world of pain. This has been the last 2 hours. I never completed this game as a kid. I remember playing it. I'm sure many people here do. And I never beat it. So yeah, this isn't beatable from this position, I don't think. Because we need to be standing up there, which means we need to be lying down on these, which means we need one up there, which means to be there. So we cannot possibly get that with here. We need this extra tile to be folded out. But I don't think I've seen which one folds in yet. Unless it is that final. Unless it is the annoying one that gets rid of other stuff. Is it this one that folds that out? No, it isn't. No. I'm fairly certain I've already failed this particular attempt, but I might as well just give this a go. Can't do much more harm to my mental health than this game has already done. Just not a great time. Wasn't even thinking there. Okay. I swear I've tried most if not all of the possibilities at this stage. But yeah, some of these, so these levels range in difficulty. And yeah, a couple of them just got me stuck for quite a while. If people want to give these a go, let me know in the comments what your times you all got. Interesting. That bottom one blocks off the top one. See, the issue with this level is that... Okay, so that one folds out. That's the one that folds out the top. And the one on the far left, I think, blocks that off. Okay. Beginning to put this together. Not if I do that or not. Right, this one's the bad one, I think. Let's just double check. No, it's not a bad one. Okay. Go up there. Am I just flailing around at the moment? Yes. Will I eventually work out what I'm doing? Yes. So basically my goal at the moment is just to get access to that top block. Have I already lost access to it? Unless this gives me it. And I've already lost access. Okay, so which one gives me access to that? Literally just iterating at this stage, or just going through different... In cases like that, I'm just not thinking. Still not so. Okay, so does this give me access to it? Okay, that gives me access to that one, so I do need to use this, so I can't cut that one off early on. Great, so now this particular level, I've got to consider which buttons I can press in which order, as well as moving the block character around. The annoying thing is the buttons have no indication on them whatsoever. The switch one does what, so I basically just have to memorize, okay, which one does this do? That doesn't cut us off just yet. One of those two cuts off my access to the bottom one. I don't remember which of these it is. Do I just hit it now? What does this cut my access to? Okay. So I need to go this one, I need to go... So yeah, I need to go this one, top left, bottom right. This one's fairly easy from the perspective of moving the block around. You've got a lot of room to maneuver. So not really too much difficulty there. The only real difficulty with this level is just the annoyance of memorizing which blocks do what. I've already used that one, so that's fine. But I lost that. Okay, so what happens when I go down to the bottom one now? So I thought the bottom one was a red herring for ages. Because they have in these levels ones which make them go away. buttons which make... Okay. Great. That removes those two. Okay, so I have to have hit this one first. This is literally just becoming a memory game. I'm sorry, what? Okay. So, for those who haven't already worked out the pattern, the crosses you have to hit end on in order for it to count. And I think I need to hit the top one to be able to complete this. So we're not there yet. This one is this one's actually a little bit annoying. Like, I mean, all of these levels are annoying. Okay, so we have to hit. I'm not remembering these successfully. Okay, I'm gonna label them. I'm gonna label them. I'm gonna get up a notepad document. I'm just gonna go one direction. I'm just gonna label these in a circle. So starting from 12 o'clock, I guess we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if you can see which ones I'm referring to, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we need to work out which order we need to go. We need to do them in. So firstly, we begin. So initially, we have. Okay, so which ones do we need to activate? We need to, at the end, have activated... Okay, we need to, at the end, have activated all of the crosses. Activating all of the crosses is the win condition. Okay, that's fine. So that means we need to activate 1, 2, and 5. If we activate 1, 2, and 5, we make it to the end. However, activating any of the others cuts things off. So, what cuts what off? Okay, so activating 6 cuts 1 off. Sorry, cuts 3 off and makes 1 available. Okay. I'm going to need a better way of recording that than just writing that out, but that'll do for now. I can't believe I'm having to take notes to solve this game. This is a kid's game. Okay, hitting 3. Okay, hitting 3 is just a safe first move. So my first move is to hit 3. That's good. We've got at least a little bit of safety. So we definitely hit 3. I'm fairly certain we don't hit the bottom one yet. Okay, what happens if we hit... So we've hit 3. It's now fine if we lose 3. It doesn't matter. And I think we had one that does. 6 cuts off 1 makes... I think I wrote that the wrong way around. I'm just going to try 6. Because I think 6 makes 1 available, doesn't cut it off. Okay. So this is fine. We don't lose out on anything. I don't think if we go 3, 6, then do we think I can get away with hitting? Okay, I need to have hit 1 before I need to hit 1 before I hit 4. What? Oh, I clicked. Okay. I didn't realize you could also control it using the mouse. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to begin with 3 and 6. That we can do. That we at least know now. Yeah, I cannot believe I'm just desperately trying to get this done before midnight. I need to plug my computer in because I was upstairs in a friend's room attempting this and eventually was like, You know what? I should just the hanging out phase is kind of ended. You're now doing work. I'm now trying to beat a stupid game when I really should be doing my astrofluids work. Or sorry, to give it its full and very fancy title, Astrophysical Fluid Dynamics. Which is stars, basically. Okay, what was it? What was the strat? It was 3, 6. It cannot be 4. Makes sense to try 1, because 1 gets cut off by 4, so we know we need to hit 1 before 4. Okay. 3, 6, 1. Now I can hit... No! Misclicks. Okay, but then I can hit 4, and that should be fine. Okay, 3, 6, 1, 4. Yeah. Don't know whether or not you were intended to need to make notes to solve this. This is the first round I feel I've had to make notes. This is the first thing I've made notes for. So it feels very odd that a kid's game. I should be making notes to solve it. Is it just that it could well just be that my memory is terrible? It's not great, I must admit. Okay, 3, 6, 1, 4. I think it was. Yeah. Yeah. Just hit 1. Let's get down for 4. I need to not fall off this time. It's wrong. Oh, I nearly fell off there, actually. Just by trying to be too quick. I think this side doesn't cut me off if I do it. I think. Yes, okay. Let's change. So wiggle around if I get that. Is that sufficient? No, it's not. Okay. So that was 3, 6, 1, 4, 2, 5, I think. Okay, that is the solution. In theory, I will not need to know that solution because I can just, now complete it. But in practice, I probably will because I will probably mess this up and fall off somehow. But I didn't. There we are. Okay, we've got... There are 33 stages in total. It's 4 stages to go. I completely forgot the rules of those. On the upside, you don't actually have much choice to start with here. Like, the beginning of this is pretty much decided for you. I can hit this. Was that there to begin with? I don't think that did anything. Yeah, okay, so that... So to begin with, that switch does nothing? Is that going to be a switch that's annoying? I think that's a switch that's designed to be annoying later on. I don't really have any interesting commentary for this game. I don't really know why I'm recording this video. I just was playing a game that I was finding harder than it should be and decided I might as well record the trauma that it did to me. Okay, so it can't possibly be this way. So... So how does I get hit? Okay, so... I can't go there either. Ah, I can go here. Seems like I may want to hit this. Okay, good. I find it really... One thing they do occasionally in this is, like, you hit something and it's just incorrect. Alright, I can't get any further with this, can I? Some of them toggle, some of them don't. It's annoying. So firstly, let me hit this. Just double check. No, I cannot get any further. I probably could have just, used spatial awareness there, but I didn't. So I can't go up reasonably here. I can't continue in that direction, so I need to do some manoeuvring. Oh, I'd manoeuvre like this. Seems to work all right. Gets me across. Do I want to hit this, or is this going to be one of those ones where you say, haha, no, you didn't? That feels like a haha, no, you didn't, although it might not be. Maybe. Definitely don't want to be oriented like this at the moment. Am I trapped here? I think I'm trapped here. Can't go up there. Can't continue up there. So I have to go down. If I go down, I can reorient like this. Wasn't even paying attention. I don't think I could have continued up there. I think I'm going to have to come back down and hit that later on. Don't know. I feel like I shouldn't, but that switch just not doing anything seems really off for this game. Not paying enough attention. So what's happening is I get... Case in point. So what's happening is I get slightly tired of it. Well, not necessarily even slightly tired of this, just tired. What happens if I go and attempt to get that first one again? What do I do? Oh, lag spike. That was weird. Oh, maybe that puts the bridge back after I've gotten rid of it. That might be what that does. Okay, so I'm going to have to get rid of the bridge. I'm going to come down around the bottom, I guess. That's what it's going to make me do. Okay. But am I just completely trapped here now? I mean, I can get around so that I'm at the wrong point. So in theory, I can make it through this gap. However, I need to be in a different orientation. I need to land with my top up here, which means I need to land with my top up here prior to that. Which means at some point I have to land. To land there, I have to roll along onto there. I have to roll onto here. I have to be lying down here. Well, no, so I have to land here, which probably means I have to come across from this side. So that's my target. And here I think I'm stuck. Because best I can, if I land, yeah, I have to be landing 2 along here, which means I have to land 1 here, which means I have to land 2 here. If I land 2 here, it can only have come from there, which means I come from, there, and from there, which means I roll down here. So now I think I am stuck where I am now. Fairly certain there's no way I can complete it from there. So in other words, do I need to hit that? I'm confused. I seem to need to hit that top button. What am I doing here? Hitting that, I guess. Actually, I'm going to jump off because I feel I've hit that so many times. I don't know what that does. The annoying part. Okay, what happens if I go up and do that top one first? If I do that top one first, that won't help. There'll just going to be less room to maneuver. I also want to know how someone came up with this game. Like, it's an interesting concept. No, so I physically can't go up there like that. Am I just bad? I mean, yes, but also, am I just bad? I genuinely, I'm going to put this down to it being late, but I'm too small brains to beat a kid's game. I'm realising how for most people that might be like a statement which surprises people, but I'm now realising how much you guys have seen me fail to beat a kid's game in, you know, the past. So that doesn't, going there first doesn't help me, right? I'm still pretty much just as stuck. I can't get through there. I've just jumped off, but I'm fairly certain that didn't help me. Let's just see, that blocked off there. So I'd landed on that. That blocks off those, and we gain an extra one here and an extra one here. Land on there. Where can I go? I can move down, so I can have a starting upright position of either here or here, which means I can run from there, get a starting upright position. So I can only get a starting upright position of there, but at that point I can't actually go anywhere with that. So I believe, oh no, we've gained here and here. Starting upright of there lets me get down to here, but from there I am literally stuck. There's nothing I can do there. So what is it I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something with that. Why does that not do anything? Better not invisibly do something is all I'm saying. Could be incredibly salty if that's what's going on. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's even less what I'm trying to do. Is there anything different I could do here? Not really, because I can't get any further from there, like necessarily. So what are my options? My options are press this first. So I could have this not pressed first, but I think this not pressed first doesn't seem to do anything, I guess. Like, I feel I've tried both already. I'm now forgetting how to solve parts that I've already solved several times over. Okay, so I guess what happens if I... What happens if I come back here, do this? Still does nothing. I'd like to make it incredibly clear how much nothing that particular block is doing. Because it's actually quite a lot of nothing. Is there any other way I could make it up here? I have to make it over that 2x2 gap. Well, that's, I guess it is actually 2x2. I have to make it over that 2-tile gap. There's only one way I can make it over there. This is the only orientation I can possibly be in making it over this gap. So the only way... So this is, I think, the only way I can possibly hit this. Unless... Is the game simply trying to get me to avoid hitting that? Is this the challenge, that I avoid landing on that particular square? Seems odd, because if the aim were avoiding landing on that particular square, why would it give me 2 extra things when I land there? But I just don't have enough room to maneuver my block around, I don't think. So let's try this once more. So what are my options? Again, so I'm looking to readjust myself such that I have a good orientation coming up at these stairs. Oh, sorry, coming up across this gap. So it means I'm up on this point, I'm up on this point. So I'm down along these two. It means I have to be down along these two. That's the only other place it could have come from. Which means I have to be up on here, which means I have to be down on here, which means I have to be up on there. Which... I think up on there, which means I have to be down on this, which means I have to be down on this, which means I have to be up on that. Which kills me. I am confused. How can I not manage this? I'm looking forward to everyone being like, you're a noob. You can't. You're missing something obvious. No, I can also feel the inevitable, which was my eyes slowly getting more and more tired. Closer and closer to closing. What does this one do? Okay, so really my difficulty at the moment is I cannot make my way back after hitting that switch. As long as I hit that switch having crossed the bridge. Is there any other way I could possibly hit that switch? So let's say I'm there. That means I'm lying down here. That means I'm standing up here. That means I'm lying down along this. Or I'm lying down. I don't see another way of hitting that switch. I can't. It's impossible to hit that switch from this direction. I can't come along this route, but I also can't come along that route. What is this level? I call rigged. Nah, sorry guys. This level was actually hacked. Doesn't have a solution. Sorry to disappoint you all. Not going to be completing it. I don't think it's possible. I think someone just really wanted to put a level out there, and we were like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna hack this. That's the only way to explain the fact that I'm unable to solve it. What is it I'm missing? I'm genuinely. Sorry if I sound frustrated. I am, but I'm also genuinely kind of enjoying this process. I'm also genuinely kind of tired. Um, so a combination of those three things is resulting in a slightly manic ninja right about now. But it's this one which is confusing me. What is? It's not doing anything. Why do we have that button there? I'm hitting it correctly. Oh, there's the first yawn. Yes, I did just make a surprise noise at my own yawn. What can I say? It was a surprising yawn. So it feels like I somehow hit the one in the top right. I'm going to again go counterclockwise naming. So I hit number 1. And I need to somehow... Is there anything I can do differently if I hit number 1 first? I mean, I feel I've already tried this. I feel that there wasn't, but... How am I forgetting this so badly? You can actually, if you listen really, really closely, you can actually hear my IQ dropping as I continue playing. I believe I just demonstrated that nearly perfectly. That was not intentional. What was that? Wow, I'm digging myself a deeper and deeper hole with everything I try and say. If I mean digging myself a deeper and deeper hole, I mean proving myself more and more right, honestly. But okay, so it makes that noise when you specifically cannot do anything, or when it makes that noise like when the action's already completed. Wait, this isn't okay. No, it's not a thing I can do to get across. My issue is, yeah, I cannot get back across this length. I need to be sitting here with 2. I need to have 1 here, standing up, which means I need to have 2 along these 2. So I need to have 2 along there. Which means I need to have 1 there. That's not useful. That doesn't get me. I may call this. I was hoping that this video I would start recording. I'd managed to finish. It's not looking like that's the case. I think largely because I can't work out what is going on with that one. There are no other fold-out tiles, at least that I can see. So the only thing that tile could possibly do is refold out the bridge after I've lost it. But by the point I've lost the bridge, I can't get back across anyway. So is it simply the case of avoid doing the bridge? I don't think it is. So let's imagine it is the case of simply avoiding the bridge. So I need to start standing up here, just to even get across to that finishing section. I'm fairly certain I can finish it from there. I think we've got enough geometry to finish there. So I have to be here. I hope you can see where I'm clicking. To be on one side of the double orange, the other side of the double orange at the top. This is on the top row. Then I have to get on that standing up on that very top right. Only way I can have come from there is by lying down. Lying down along the 2 just beneath it. I hope you can see these 2. So standing up here. So there are then two ways I can go from there. One of them is standing up here, which means lying down across those 2, which means standing up here, which means lying down across those 2. That I cannot possibly have come from. That doesn't work as a way around. Just double check that's right. Standing up here, which means lying down here. From lying down there, that means lying down along this, which means standing up here. That necessarily is the only way I can go from here. standing up here, which means standing up here, which means lying down across this gap. And of course, I missed lying down and rolling sideways across that gap. Okay. That I can begin to work with. Lying down. Right, no, okay, there's a reason I missed that. How would I achieve that? So that is a possible way of getting across this gap. It's the only way I can see of getting across that gap. But how do I get lying down there? Lying down along this requires that I be lying down like here or here. I have to have gotten into it from lying down on one of those two. Oh no, I could have gotten it from lying down. Okay, I can in theory have gotten it from lying down on this corner here. And I can get to that corner. There's an issue, however, which is that in order to have reached that corner, so, okay, let's imagine I don't have a corner here. I so hope you can see my mouse. Can you see my mouse? Let's just... You can't see my mouse. Great. Can I change whether or not you can see my mouse? It says it's capturing the cursor. Maybe it is, and it just isn't when I'm tabbing out to check. I really hope that's the case. I really hope you can see this. So, okay, so I'm pointing here. Maybe you can see it if I right-click. Actually, let's just check. I can't, when I tab back out, I can't see. It's way too hard to see from my tab. Okay. What do I do? So if I'm rolled here, I cannot have rolled there because I need to get into that sideways motion somehow, and I'm in the wrong direction. So the only place I could have gone is if the bridge is already... The only way I can get it is if the bridge is already down. Because, well, not if the bridge is down, but if these tiles here are up. So if I can be on this side after having taken down the bridge, then I'm happy. Then I've solved it. If I'm on the left-hand side of the bridge, once the bridge goes down, we have completed this. So so we've got the solution. The solution is within our grasp once we've done that. I just roll across that gap. So the question is, how do I get the bridge down? And the answer, it feels like, has to involve that button, but I can't activate that button. Well, it's not that I can't activate it, so I can activate it and it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, I wasn't planning on falling off there, but I was planning on jumping off this edge right here. So I just did that slightly sooner than I intended. Okay. I haven't hit the mystery button once yet. I don't think they would put a thing in that changes state of the other buttons, but that's like the only thing I can imagine so far. So we haven't hit that. I'm going to begin with hitting this, because that doesn't seem to do anything else, which I like. I'm then just going to do the obvious thing. Going to go up here, as I normally would. I can't come down here and do anything interesting. I can't go up there and do anything interesting. The only thing I can possibly do is hit that. So this is starting on 2, then going to 1. And I'm soft locked. There is nothing I can do once I get up here. That was a complete set what I just did there of basically every move available to me from this point. So from the point I get there, I am not stuck. I'm tired, I'm confused, but I don't know exactly what I did there. So I've got to be really careful to now not die. And this is going to put the bridge back. Okay. I've completed this all in... I worked out how to complete this all in my head. I know how to do it as long as I just don't hit anything. This is so dissatisfying for me, though. Because I don't know what I actually did differently this time. Let's not mess up and do that. I don't... That's annoying. Because I don't see... I'm assuming if I do this, it's going to get rid of something useful. Classic. I'm assuming I don't want to do that. That seems to be like a... do I have much of a choice? Yes, I do. That seems to be something of a pattern as to like a standard thing they go for in this. Which is the, hey, you hit that, but apparently you actually didn't want to. Do I want to hit this? I'm guessing also probably not. I'm guessing I probably want to make my way over to the final one. Final thing first. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh, that's probably necessary, actually. If I line myself up correctly, I can make it across here. Do this. It is possible to make it across there. I'm just bad. It's fine. We'll get back here pretty quickly. I'd love to see what a community of people making levels for this would look like. I think it would be interesting to see the complicated and painful things people would do to one another for the ability to create things like this. Does this... This puts me in a state I can just get across there fairly easily. But I'm not in a useful position once I do get across here. So I think I want to reorient myself. Then here. I could be slightly more analytic at this stage, but how about no? So I need to be rolling along that 3 at some point. Which means I need to be standing upright on this, which means I need to be rolling along there at some point. Which means I need to be standing upright on one of these two. That's only possible if I go around this way. How's that for actually planning out my route for once in my life? Yeah, I used that. Okay, so this probably haven't messed up. I probably did want to do that. Let's try not to fall off now, because that'd be annoying and saddening if I did. Now I just need to maneuver my way into the finish area. Should be relatively straightforward. There we are. Okay, we are coming up, finally, to something approaching the end. After having been stuck on stage 31 I've been stuck on honestly quite a few stages nearing the end of this for quite a while. I'm going to do what a childhood ninja never could. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So the challenge here is simply that I can't get across this gap. Once I get onto this platform, I am finished. In order to get across that gap, I'm going to need to pull out whatever this thing is here. In order to do that, so more or less, I'm kind of rationalizing this out. The aim is just I've got to make my way over to one of these buttons and press it. This looks like a reasonable way of doing something like that. I'm basically just trying to get my block into different potentially useful / interesting states. I can't get this from here. Not worth trying. After spending a little bit of time on this, I have begun to at least get a little bit faster on. Wait a second. I've messed up. It's impossible to try and get to where I'm going. It's impossible to get to where I'm going. Okay, what do I want to be to get here? So I want to be standing on top of that, which means I want to be rolling. Standing on top of that means, yeah, I have to roll down here. I'm going to say probably rolling along this way, which means standing on this part, which means rolling. I want to be rolling down this central bit. Here is the aim. The aim is to roll along this, which means the aim is to finish here, which means the aim is to finish there. Okay, so this it's a rearrangement I can achieve. Don't like that I got rid of something though. So maybe I don't hit that one first. If I don't hit that one first, what other alternative is there? Okay, wait a second. That's more or less useless, that area down there. I can't do any useful rearrangements on there. So I need... So I think I made the wrong move of that. I think I need to hit this one first. So let's see what that entails. Okay, if I hit that one first, where can I possibly have come from? Well, there's only one place it could have come from. It must be along those two. So it must be along those two, which means it must be along those two, which means it must be standing on this one, which means it must be along those two, which means I must have rolled from along these two, which means I must have been standing on this point where the top of my block is. If you can see it, I don't know what you can and can't see, which is just this. Do that. That bottom bit still isn't passable. It's fine. So I then get back. I want to go down. I want to... Do I need to go back up here to rearrange? 7 might as well. So no, I am stuck from what I do there, so... How did I get my character around there? Obviously, no. I'm at the stage... This is a stage where this is something I've... Well, what I now need to do is something I have done before, but I don't remember because this drains everything from me. Okay. Here. To end up. I kind of treated that just like a like I would do a Rubik's Cube. Just there's some algorithm I can do. I know it will get me. As there's there are some notions of group theory you can apply to this, and in particular that was a closed group, or we're dealing with some closed groups in certain sections. If I do the same set of finger taps, basically, in a certain order, that acts as a generator, a cyclic group of like different ways I can possibly move. It effectively enumerates every single possible way I could be moving at a point in time. We've opened up everything on the map. I now just have to get across. That's not enough, is it? I need something else. No, I don't. Wait, I need to. Okay. Need someone get across onto here. Which means I at some point need to be standing on this step, or this step. Wait a second, I don't think I can. I think I need one more tile. So I can make it across that gap there. So I need to be either lying down here or standing up in one of the two of those. I can't make standing up in either of those two spots. I also can't be lying down in them. So I need something else. So do I go back to one of the... Having hit this, I'm just going to hit it once more for good measure. Okay, yeah, I can see there's another tile I need to fold out. So I'm going to need to go back to one of the early ones and hit that again. Does that mean I was meant to do this in a different order? But I don't think I could have done this in a different order. Like, let's just double check. I needed both of those to get me to that point. Don't know why I need the rest of this. Don't think I do. But I needed one of those to get me there. So I'm rolling along like this. How do I get out of rolling along like that? I do something like this. So then I try and hit one of these again, I guess. Great, how have I messed this up now? Oh, I guess I was in actually a good position for hitting one of them again. I just messed it up, but it's fine, okay. So I hit that. What does that do? That does nothing useful. Gonna close it. And then I'm gonna... Oh, stupid, okay. Okay, so it starts off open. What is it that... Okay, so I bet these things... I bet what these actually do... Maybe these have been doing this all along. I've just been an idiot. But these things are just... If these things are just toggling... This may be a case where I should have read the rules more carefully. A second. What do I want to be? I don't think there's a way where I can get where I want to be at the moment, so... Go down here. Let's not... I want to get there. Rearrange myself to one like this. Okay, so at what point does that get removed? That removes it. And so presumably that puts it back. Alright. So that's what we're aiming for. So I need to reset back to normal. Would it be easier? I think it might be easier to come out of this like this. That's more or less exactly the same, actually. I'm talking out of nonsense. For those who know me will know it's my specialty. Wait a second. So I want to... Okay, so we're going to go same standard argument. I know the one I want to hit. I want to hit this cross. Which means I want to be sitting on there, which means I want to be rolled over here, which means I want to be standing up here, which means I want to be standing there, which means I want to be rolled down here. Well, I've lost track of my own thoughts. Standing up there, rolled there, standing there, rolled there, rolled there. Which means I want to be standing here at some point. So I want to be one up from where I am, basically. I can't get that by going in that bottom section. The only place I can get that is working around up here. perhaps that? No, I'm still the wrong height. No, I'm the correct height. Okay. Then go up, go back down. Nope. Back. You can see how this would drive someone mad. Just a little. What? Okay, I don't... Yeah, okay. Classic blaming of your equipment there. That's it's on the keyboard, not on me. What? Okay, same again. I mean, I pity my keyboard because my keyboard's probably about as tired of this game as I am. But this has been a good challenge. I don't do stuff that requires thinking like this very often. Like, I spend most of my time thinking about physics, so it's not like I don't spend my days doing a lot of thinking, but this is a different kind. Mental muscles I don't always exercise. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Which is the easiest way, as we've found, for me to randomly fall off. Okay, so I go down. I hit this. Should be fairly easy. Go up. I test my theory as to whether or not these are toggling them. They are toggling them. And then I complete it. Don't know how, but it's within touching distance. Rearrange myself. I don't actually think this performs a useful rearrangement. No, it doesn't. Okay. So I need to be... Basically need to be one block down from where I am at the moment. Again, can't possibly get that one block shift. Where I am. Or I can't possibly get it from going lower down. Now I'm one block up. Was discussing this game with my friends, and like the way we're solving this is very, very, very analogous to simulated annealing. Wait a second. That's one block down. No. I still need to be one block further down. Wait, what? Talking nonsense. Okay. This was not meant to take... Oh, you are kidding me. Okay, no, I don't think this will be that bad. I'm hoping that these aren't... Okay, yeah. I'm going to test this first, and I'm going to test it fairly carefully, but just because I don't want... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to bother testing on all of them. I'm just going to assume that if I hit any of those at all, I lose. Which means they're actually no different than just having holes in the floor. So But, I mean, interestingly, I probably will find it a different challenge. Just like psychologically. Things that I would notice were I dealing with holes I probably won't notice here. Perception's interesting. I think about perception. What is it that I'm actually aiming for? So I've got enough room to maneuver once I make it onto that final platform. What is it that I want from the level? So I want to get onto that final platform. I need to be standing on this particular spot. Can't come from there, so I have to be coming from here. So I want to be lying down and rolling roughly where I am at the moment. Oh. Okay. Just hazarding a guess, but I think I know what the level's getting at. So in other words, I can do what I like. Oh no. No, it's not. Interesting. Okay. I thought that was going to let me put the bridge back once it had gone down. Doesn't. There's nothing I can do on that platform. Interest anyway. So I need to get around to there. If I'm already rolling along here, then I've already solved the game. Then I've completed it. So, can't be by doing that. That is weird. So so if I'm getting to this spot here, let's just go to demonstrate it. If I'm getting to this spot here, then to solve the game, I could just go along here. So if I were to say that I were trying to somehow come from beneath this like row of buttons along here, then I'd have to hit that spot. I can't hit that spot because that's equivalent to already having completed the game. So it's not that spot, which means I need to be coming around the top. Which means I need to land on somehow on those two spots up. So I don't know if you can see my mouse, it's just a little bit annoying. One of the two spots, the bottom part of my thing is on right now. So that can either come from rolling along those two, but I can't possibly be rolling along those two. So it has to come from standing on this one, then rolling down into it, which means I have to have stood on this one at some point to get there. How could I have stood on that? I'd only have stood on that if I came from lying down along here. I should only have come from lying down along these two. Which means I must be standing up there. Or there. So I need to shift myself over to the right, basically. How can I shift myself over to the right? Don't really have... much room to do that. Do this. Okay. I think this more or less must be the way to get over here. From here, what can I do? I might as well try and enumerate all possibilities. So I go, well, it doesn't matter. I end up here no matter what. From here, again, I have no choice. Here, I have no choice. Right. Okay, so I need to, let's move this out of the way. I need to end up sitting on top of that cross. So on top of that cross means that I'm on top of these two. I have to have previously been on top of these two, which means I'm on top of those two, which means I'm on top of these two, which means I am... So I need to move one down, basically, from where I am now. How do I move one down with the limited space I have available? I can move one up. I don't know what to say. Wow, I did that kind of just knowing, okay, I know roughly what the logic is that I have to follow. Let's just try and follow it roughly. That worked. I'll take it. So I have to be rolling along here. I have to have stood up here. I have to have laid down there. Lay down there, stand up there, lay down there. Roll along here, stand up here, lay down there, lay down here, lay down here, stand up there. So if I can overshoot by 1, then I've made it. I think I can manage that. So I can go down here by 1. Oh wait, how do I... This game will be the end of me. You'll find me on my deathbed shaking and just talking about stupid Bloxorz. It's been so much longer than it was meant to be. I will have gotten to the end of it. So I've just found my way out of this area again. Very helpful. So that's the only thing of real interest I can do without hitting a switch. Because again, getting back across, I can't make a loop. Because if I make a loop, then I've already, yeah, I must land on that one particular spot, because I must already have solved it. Or at least, yeah, and that means I'd have solved it without hitting this, which can't possibly be what they want. But if I'm up here, there's nothing I can do. The fact that my options are so limited, though, means maybe, yeah, working back might not be such a bad option. So, start here. Lie down here, lie down here, lie down here. I have to be rolling there. Must go up into this, must go up into... Let's go up into here. This is where I get my first split, but it's not really much of a split in the options because there's not really too much I can do either side. I could go to the right, but that doesn't help me much. Yeah, I get stuck. Oh no, no, it does. Okay, what happens if I go up straight? If I'm there, go up straight, and there, land, down, land there. Okay, so if I go to the right, land there, go up and get stuck there. Okay, so that's actually my way out. Right into this situation. Involves down, up, down, right, up, left, roll up. No, is that the way out? I'm getting so tired. My IQ is dropping so precipitously. There better not be just one that I'm gonna... worth a try. I'm genuinely surprised I can do that without thinking. So I don't have a choice here. There is nothing else I can possibly do. Go down there. Done. I'm stuck. Here, stuck. Well, go back there. I just haven't done anything. I haven't gone anywhere. So I have to go down. To go. Okay, so yeah, my rules are kind of. I have to be going somewhere I haven't gone before. Should get me close. Well, yeah, more or less. Don't fail. Don't go into a dead end. Go somewhere I haven't gone before. So I think like I'm from here. I'm more or less. Well, there's more or less nothing else I can do, right? Have to go down. So from the point. What just happened there? Let's try not to mess this up. Because I'm not out of the woods yet. How do I even get down here? If you're wondering why all commentary has died, it is because my soul too is dying. God, these videos must be genuinely painful to watch. I apologize for anyone who's watching them. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. These can't be that fun to watch because it's literally just me slowly going through every possibility. I mean, so the thing is, I think just algorithmically there aren't actually many better methods than like a clever elimination of possibilities. Although whether or not I'm actually achieving to be clever at any point is. Okay, so okay. Tricks that good heuristics, I know I almost certainly must use that tile there. That's a good heuristic. If I use that tile hit there, there's only one way I can actually get out of this. Just by going down here, by going down here. And I have a choice of right or left. Either gets me into a loop. If I try, is there anything interesting I can do up here? Don't have enough room for anything interesting. And you'll note they never give me a 9 a 9 square or 3x3 area. I'm free to move in this. This level doesn't have a single one. makes navigating it many times more difficult. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So, okay, what if I'm up? Like, I'm free to do this. It's not helped me much. So, okay, let's go back several steps. Here. The only way of getting here is to have come from rolling along here. Let's assume I start from somewhere up. That means I need to be one of these spots. Can't be in this spot. That spot doesn't get can't have come from anywhere. Can't really be in this spot. So I can only... I'm aiming for the spots where my bottom half is now. That's the aim. In order to get there, so I come from standing up on this. So I think I need to go back the way I came. I think there's only one way of getting out through there and standing on that one tile we've been given. I'm so tired. This is such a bad decision. Many, many bad life choices were made to get us to this point. And by many bad life choices, I mean I decided to play Bloxorz. Wait a second. I'm in a different state. Wait a second. I haven't used that. I didn't use that to get there. I at least didn't uniquely use it to get there. So I haven't made use of the one thing we got yet. Which means that wasn't about landing on it like that. It was about landing on it to reorder myself. Then I do this, and I am done. That took me just over 3 hours. That was a game I never managed to... This done in a single sitting. That was a game I never managed to beat as a child. And that my friend suggested we attempt speedrunning today. We never did because I wanted to beat the game. Well, not just. I think I was the only one who was probably actually going to bother trying to learn a route. And I wanted to beat the game first. I've now beaten the game first. I now do not want to play this game again. If you actually have made it to the end of this, I appreciate your commitment. Thank you so very much for watching. I've been NinjaRoU. This was an awful experience, which was also kind of fun. I'm going to sleep now, and I'll see you around. I also just want to know that I was on, like, level 29, I think, when I came down. Downstairs, and it's taken me about an hour and a half to complete the final levels. Thank you for watching.